My name's Sue Scott. I'm team leader here for the Salvation Army East Care Gateways program. Gateways is a crisis facility for people who are experiencing primary homelessness, which means that they have nowhere else to go. So generally a lot of our clients have broken down all of their family connections, all of their friends. So they're usually, at rock bottom by the time they come here.
My name is Richard Parker. I'm the Corps Officer at Mitcham Salvation Army. We're heading into our third Christmas this year. We've always used it as a time to, I suppose, get out in the community.
For us, we very much focus on providing a good Christmas. For example, with the children, we, in the lead up to Christmas, provide activities for them like a Christmas party for our families on site here. We also provide a Christmas party for our singles on site here. We organise toys through food banks, things that they otherwise, wouldn't have if they were sleeping in a car or in a motel or things like that.
We try to connect with people that might be lonely or isolated or, not have somewhere to go Christmas Day or someone to eat with. We've also found that there are people that really want to get involved and help out. We've been able to bring those two groups together and we've done meals here, we've done meals in Salvation Army social centres where, sat with a group of people that sort of shared stories of their previous Christmases of sitting in a park by themselves, eating a can of baked beans or just sitting at home in their flat not knowing what to do.
We have some fantastic relationships with Mitcham Corps and Mooroolbark Corps. Those incredible links that our clients make with the Corps, they can continue to support them, when we can't. Mitcham Corps are fantastic. They assist us. They came in here last year and they put on a singles Christmas party, so they provided everything for us. They made it incredibly special and our single people here just really, really enjoyed it. Mooroolbark Corps come in, they provide all the hampers for our clients, the basic needs like food. Is just, it's great for them.
Last year, as I said, we had sort of different people, different diverse groups coming and I had someone coming who was quite high up, I suppose, in their field and was wanting to volunteer, and they came and helped us run a meal at a crisis accommodation for the Salvation Army, and so it was an interesting sort of clash of worlds, and he in particular was quite shocked that with sort of some of the stories that he heard around the table about the way people spend Christmas. I mean, he was also shocked and touched that it would mean so much to someone just to give them a box of chocolates and actually to sit down and have a meal with them. There
was this one time where there was this little boy and he came from a domestic violence situation, pretty much came here, were living in a car, had huge, basically no belongings, and he wanted a red radio-controlled car for Christmas, and fortunately, thanks to Food Bank, we'd received one of those, so we could wrap one up and actually on Christmas morning provide him with that. And I remember the joy on his face and the tears, I think, in his mum's eyes as well, to be able to get something that otherwise she couldn't afford to get.
Last year, because of the passion of one of our new soldiers, a guy called Brendan, who really wanted to do something about people that were going to be lonely and isolated at Christmas. We fed 50 people out of our little kitchen, and there was a couple of times where we would sit at a table and eat a meal together with a group of people, and there'd be someone that had been homeless recently and sort of working their way through crisis accommodation, and someone who wanted to volunteer and help out at Christmas, and they would sit and talk about their experiences of Christmas and both impact on each other's lives and make a difference to each other.
Food is incredibly needed for our clients. Even though it's so basic and it's something that all of us generally just take for granted. I think as well, like those supports, as I said, that our clients make with the Corps, being there and having, your arms, I suppose, a little open around, when our clients or people who are disadvantaged come into a church, because they're just like any other, normal person out there. They're wanting friends. They're wanting people that they can feel they want to belong.
Christmas, we talk about the hope that Jesus brings into the world, the hope that this baby who was born at Christmas brings into the world. And often, for a lot of people, they hear of Jesus at Christmas and then they hear of him at Easter, and they kind of miss the stuff in between where he shows his compassion and he shows his love and he shows the way that he interacted with people that no one wanted to talk to, and he changed people's lives. And I think Christmas gives us the ability to get into our communities and actually show that Jesus to people, not just the Jesus that lies in the manger and apparently didn't cry, but the Jesus that actually changed people's lives and gave people hope and gave people a purpose for living.